What is going on, everybody? What is happening? It has been a long time coming since we've done one of these. You know who I am. It's Brian, aka Prince Poppy. And you guys should know by now this guy right over here, my homie. We're always at shows together. My homie, Brandon. We're here to do something we haven't done in what? How long's it been, man?
Months.
Months, years. And for those who are subscribed to my channel or used to see my social media posts, me, Brandon, along with my other friends, we would used to make these little hype videos, predictions, and fan theories. And since we're finally going to a show after so long, we figured, okay, you know what? Since wrestling is slowly coming back into the fold, not 100% sure, we thought, we'd do one of these again for you. Our predictions, fan theories, etc., etc. This coming Sunday, NSW New School presents. Oops, we did it again. It's going to be their second show since this whole pandemic has been going on. Unfortunately, none of us were not able to attend the last show, so we apologize in advance if some of the information isn't up to snuff, you can say. But so far, we're just going to give you our thoughts, our predictions for what's coming up. As of this recording, 3 matches have been announced. Now, just before I get to that, it's going to take place at Sunday, this coming Sunday, September 20th, 4 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus Hall. Now, in order to get tickets, they're very, very limited. Please send a message over to New School Wrestling, and they'll provide you with information. I do believe they're $15. I do believe first come first serve. It is going to be an outdoor show, so make sure to get your tickets as they are extremely limited. Now, for the rundown of the card, again, we mentioned there's 3 matches we have officially announced. One of them is going to be for the Brass Knuckles Championship, when current champion, the leader of the Smooch Club, Pretty Ricky Wildly, is going to take on Easy E, Eric Kearney. Now, just before we get to our thoughts, just for those who don't know, there was an event last year at NSW when Easy Eric Kearney was scheduled to take on Sabrina Kyle, and if Easy E lost, he would have to wrestle in a dress, which he has been doing. However, it was not stated how long he would have to be doing that for. So it'll be entertaining to see. If you haven't seen Easy E wrestle in a dress, you are in for a treat. So my homie Brandon, what is your prediction for this match?
Oh, as he says, skeleton stops and so does pretty Ricky.
Oh, so we got, yep. So my boy here is going for Easy E, and well, see for me, much respect to Easy E, but lately his attitude towards the Steel City has not been favorable amongst fans. So I gotta go.
Yeah, he's the St. Catharines boy now.
But yeah, so obviously my prediction is going to be for the current reigning champion, Pretty Ricky, to hold on to that brass knuckles championship. Now, any other thoughts about the match?
I think it's going to be it's going to be one of the best matches. They're both very good. Nothing against Pretty Ricky, like he's a very talented person, very talented wrestler. Probably one of the funniest ones I've seen,
Oh yes.
especially the scream. The infamous scream. For those who don't know, if you've
Never seen Pretty Ricky wrestle, you know there's always going to be the one spot where he gets hit with a move, and he has an infamous scream you can hear from from all the way across the hall.
you can probably hear it in Toronto.
Oh yeah, you probably could.
But I mean, I just can't go against Eric. You know, he's a vet. He's been through it all, been there, done that. You know, that's why you can't go against experience.
Well, that's true. And knowing the kind of person he is, he's going to try and find a way to win the match underhandedly, whether it's from his own doing or someone else. I don't know.
He doesn't cheat.
But
He's from St. Catharines.
true enough, true enough. All right, well, we can go on about Easy E and Brave Ricky, but there's other matches to announce here. So the next match we have announced is going to be SOS versus the big man, John Greene.
Whereas if you don't know who SOS, what it stands for, it is Scotty O'Shea.
Yes, Scotty O'Shea, a vet in independent wrestling here locally in the city. Very talented gentleman. But we're here to predict our thoughts on the match. What is yours?
I haven't seen John Greene in quite a while. You know, he was a very good vet. Back when I saw him, he was very good. But again, you know, Scotty's shorter, he's smaller, but he's faster.
Mm-hmm.
He's also got the experience.
Right.
You know, it's not this. What is that saying? They say, you know, it's not the size of the dog, it's the bark in the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scotty O'Shea is a Rottweiler in a Chihuahua's body. So I'm gonna say I have to go with one half of the gym rats, Scotty O'Shea.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Basically, you took the words right out of my mouth. But yeah, Scotty is an experienced vet here in pro wrestling here in
I mean,
Hamilton.
they're both very good. Both very good.
Oh, yes.
You know,
But
I've seen John Greene here. We saw him at Smash. You know, like he's very good.
oh yes, oh yeah. This will definitely be an interesting matchup for sure. I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. I'm actually going to favor one half of Jim Rots myself. Now it would be again experience versus big man Scotty O'Shea. So lastly is probably
This match is gonna be fire.
yes, this next match we're about to announce. Again, two experienced, established wrestlers, especially here in the Steel City. When you have the challenger, the visionary, Von Vertigo, taking on the other half of the Gym Rats, the godfather of professional wrestling here in the city, Alessandro Del Bruno.
Both are very, very good at what they do. Vertigo, I mean, we've seen him with Forza. You know, we've seen them face Locked and Loaded, but I don't think he's gonna beat the Godfather.
No, you don't think so?
I don't. He's good, but I don't think he has that step. Del Bruno's been around. Del Bruno's faced them all. You know, I can. There's a list of people that Del Bruno has faced and beaten, and I don't think Vertigo has that kind of a list.
Yeah. Well, Vertigo has been around quite some time as well too. So this is going to be a very big challenge for Vertigo. And Del Bruno actually his reign as the NSW heavyweight champion has come close, if not already surpassed, one whole year. Now we both know the records Del Bruno has as being a champion for holding a championship for an extensive amount of time. So,
I mean, go back to the Gym Rats. They've held the tag team titles for almost a year
oh yes,
at certain points. You know,
yes. So the Godfather of Wrestling has the experience, but Vertigo has shown his versatility, and he can take it up. He can pose a viable threat to the Godfather.
he can dish it and he can take it too. You know?
Oh yes, and he's Vertigo has been the champion himself. No, I'd say these two competitors are pretty even. So even though, again, much respect to the Godfather, but if a reign has to end to for Juan Vertigo to be victorious, it would be a huge W in his books to top one of the one half of the gym rats and a man who's been around in this business for quite some time. Now, if you haven't seen Vertigo's promo on The Godfather, I would definitely advise you to check it out on the New School Wrestling page.
Very well done.
It is very well done, very well spoken. Huge shout out to Vertigo for that. So, again, this is what we have so far lined up on the card as of this recording. If anything should change, just make sure to stay up to date on the NSW page.
They did say that the Space Pirates are going to be there.
Yes, the Space Pirates are going to be present. We don't know who they're facing. However, there is speculation. According to my boy Brandon, who would you say they were going to be facing?
Locked and loaded.
Locked and Loaded. If you don't know who Locked and Loaded are, Golden Gun Mark Wheeler and the big man Jesse V. Now, along with those three matches, me and Brandon, we've been talking this week about what talent could possibly be in action. There's a few names we've brought up. There's the former NSW heavyweight champion, the leader of the 450 Club, Brett Michael David. He's a possibility. Who else did we speak about?
I said Chris Logan,
Chris Logan, Cutthroat Chris Logan could possibly be there.
Scumbag Yates.
Scumbag Yates, yes. We can have the other half of Fight or Flight. Whereas he could possibly be in action. He's a staple there of NSW. There's a lot of names we brought up when we were discussing this one. There's so many names. Again, we don't know for sure who will be facing who and what other matches will be announced. This is just our theory, so you can leave your comments down below.
My boy, the Wanderer, Wade Allen.
Yes, Wade Allen, very very talented gentleman. He has come a long way since he started. He's made a name for himself. Very proud of our boy Wade Allen. We also could have his partner in crime, Damage Doc Richards, who could possibly be in action.
You could have Airstrike. Maybe they'll play. Maybe it'll be Space Pirates against Airstrike.
Ooh, yes. If you don't know who Airstrike is, Mike Forte, Tyler Arrow. Two very talented individuals. They could possibly be there. Who else did we say?
Possibly this guy on your mask.
Yep, we could possibly see one half of the longest reigning Impact Tag Team Champions, the North, along with his tag team partner, possibly one of the most decorated individuals in this entire province. One of the most. If you've never seen this individual, his resume extends beyond compare. The walking weapon, Josh Alexander. That is an individual who has faced the biggest and the baddest people in this business. His list of accomplishments, we could write a whole book and it would take years to read about every single accomplishment that man has made. He is professional wrestling. The matches and his accomplishments speak for themselves.
I mean, between us, we have our own favorites from the north. Like he's an Ethan Page guy, and I'm a Josh Alexander guy. And we've butted head quite a few times on who was better. But what if they had Page against Josh Alexander to find out who was better?
Ooh. Two men who have been on the road together for many, many years. To have them in action at NSW, woo, that would blow. Well, since there's outdoors, it would blow up into the stratosphere. Speaking of,
Yeah.
speaking of stratosphere, that could be another possibility along with this tag team partner.
Maybe they'll face Space
Two-tone
Pirates.
chrome. Yeah, two-tone chrome. And hey, if you have two-tone chrome, there's one gentleman who's not too far behind. It's our boy, the leader of the Saints Row, Saint Stephen Elias. He could be present as well too. Our boy, the OG of Saints Row, he could possibly be there. So
Also, another name that we've thrown out there, and he's my boy too. The scariest dude in wrestling, Holden Albright.
yes, Golden Albright is another possibility that could be on the show. But again, this is just our fan theories. So let us know in the comments below who you think will be at NSW. And again, if you have not purchased your tickets, again, message NSW on Facebook and they'll provide you with information on how to get them because I do not know if they will be sale at the door due to the limited quantity. Again, message New School Wrestling on Facebook just to confirm that information.
I have a new theory.
Okay.
What if Space Pirates faced the Careless Dynasty?
Careless Dynasty. Another interesting theory.
What if Forza faced Evan Greenaway?
Yes. And then two more individuals that could possibly be at the card as well too. So again, just mind picking each other's brains to see who could be facing who could possibly be there. Again, we don't know as of the recording if things would, because again, the card is subject to change. So please also keep that in mind. So what we've announced could possibly change even right on the very day of the event.
Yeah.
So, but we're going on base what was officially announced by New School
Or
Wrestling.
the rest of the cards, like I said to you the other day, could possibly just be a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It could just be a complete 180, and we never know. But again, that's just our thoughts and brain picking of things.
They could have the Diamond Tiger. Maybe he'll face Forza.
Another another individual who's made a name for
They like
himself.
Kobe Durst, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, the people here in Lime Ridge Mall like Kobe Durst as well too. So yeah, so yeah, so for myself, Brandon, and the rest of all the entire Hamilton Indie Wrestling fans. We will see you this Sunday, and again, stay tuned for all things New School Wrestling by following the social media pages on Instagram and on Twitter, and as well as Facebook for future events, as well as any new information that we have been able to provide. So, on behalf of us, we'll see you then.